Let me ask you something real quick. What if everything you believe about wealth is actually keeping you broke? Not a little wrong, completely backward. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Most people in their 20s are waiting to earn more, waiting for the right moment, waiting until life settles down. And that waiting, that's the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. This video isn't another skip the latte lecture. I'm not going to tell you to clip coupons or stop ordering DoorDash. What I'm going to do is show you the actual blueprint, the psychological traps, the math behind compounding that'll make your jaw drop, and the one mental shift that separates people who hit 100K in their 20s from people who hit 40 wondering where the money went. Stay until the end, because what I'm going to show you in the final few minutes changes everything. Here's the lie you were sold. Study hard, get a good job, work 40 years, retire comfortably. That was real advice in 1975. Today, the average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt. Nearly 50% of Americans can't cover an unexpected $1,000 expense. And here's the one that really hurts. Most people reach retirement age with less than $100,000 saved. Not because they didn't work hard, they did. They worked incredibly hard. But nobody taught them the difference between earning money and building wealth. Those are two completely different things. You can earn $80,000 a year and be completely broke. I've seen it. And you can earn $45,000 a year and quietly build a six-figure net worth. I've seen that too. Here's the truth. Income is what you bring in. Wealth is what you keep, grow, and put to work. School taught you how to earn. Nobody taught you what to do with what you earn. That ends today. I want you to imagine planting an oak tree. You dig a hole, drop a seed in, cover it up. Nothing happens for weeks. Your neighbors walk by. They don't see anything. Nobody congratulates you. No one says, "Great job." But underground, that root system is spreading. It's building a foundation nobody can see yet. Then one day, years later, that tree is 40 feet tall and giving shade to everyone around it. That's exactly what building wealth in your 20s looks like. Here's why your 20s are the most powerful financial decade of your life, and it comes down to one word: compounding. Compounding is what happens when your money earns returns, and then those returns earn returns, and then those returns earn returns. It's growth stacking on top of growth. Let me give you a real example, not a fairy tale. If you invest $300 a month starting at 22, based on historical U.S. stock market averages, and I want to be clear, past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but history gives us a reasonable baseline. That money could grow to somewhere around $800,000 to $1 million by the time you're 62. Wait to start at 32? That same $300 might only grow to around $400,000. Same amount, same discipline. 10 years of difference, potentially half the outcome. That's not a sales pitch, that's math. Your 20s are also the lowest risk decade of your life to make financial mistakes. If you invest wrong, you have time to recover. If you pick the wrong career path, you can pivot. You have something money literally cannot buy after a certain point: time.
Okay, so here's the blueprint. 4 words: earn, keep, invest, repeat. Simple enough to fit on a post-it note, but most people fail at every single step. Let's break it down. Earn. Most people stop here. They work a job, they earn a paycheck. Done. But earning isn't passive, it's active. Your 20s are the time to aggressively increase your income. That means developing skills that pay more, asking for raises, starting a side hustle, taking on freelance work. The best investment you can make right now isn't a stock, it's yourself. Keep. This is where it gets brutal, because here's the truth. It doesn't matter how much you earn if your spending grows every time your income does. Behavioral economists call it lifestyle inflation. I call it the silent wealth killer. You get a raise, suddenly you need a nicer car, a bigger apartment, more stuff. The money evaporates before it ever works for you. The rule? Pay yourself first. Before rent, before subscriptions, before anything.
Move money to savings and investments the moment your paycheck hits. Not what's left over at the end of the month, because what's left over at the end of the month is almost always zero. Invest. This is the part people overthink until they do nothing. They wait for the perfect stock, the perfect time, the perfect economic conditions. But here's what the research shows. Time in the market consistently beats timing the market. Index funds, Roth IRAs, your employer's 401k, especially if there's a company match. That match is literally free money. Don't leave it on the table. Repeat. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need one massive win. You need the same smart decisions repeated month after month, year after year. Let me be honest with you about something. The first $1,000 you save feels almost meaningless. The first $5,000 feels slow. The first $10,000 feels like it took forever. And that feeling, that's exactly why most people quit. Here's what nobody tells you about the first $10,000. It's the hardest money you'll ever make. Not because of math, because of psychology. When you're early in the journey, every setback feels catastrophic. A car repair wipes out 2 months of savings. A medical bill shows up. A friend's wedding drains your account. And your brain starts whispering, "What's the point? I'm never going to get there." That voice is lying to you. The first $10,000 is the foundation. It's not just money, it's proof. Proof that you can do this. Proof that your habits are real. And once you hit it, something genuinely shifts. Not just in your bank account, in your identity. You stop thinking of yourself as someone who struggles with money. You start thinking of yourself as someone who builds wealth. And that identity shift, that's more powerful than any investment strategy. Keep going, even when it's slow, especially when it's slow. Here's where the story gets interesting. Once you've built a foundation and your investments have had time to grow, something remarkable starts to happen. The math starts working for you instead of against you. What used to take a year to accumulate starts happening faster, not because you're working harder, but because your money is working alongside you. The gap between $10,000 and $25,000 feels hard. $25,000 to $50,000 starts to feel lighter. And somewhere in the journey toward $100,000, you realize your investments are generating returns that feel almost passive. Now, I want to be real with you here. The exact pace of this depends entirely on your income, your savings rate, your investment returns, and how long you stay consistent. There's no magic number where it suddenly gets easy, but there is a tipping point where momentum takes over, and everything you've built starts compounding on itself. Think of it like pushing a flywheel. At first, you're pushing with everything you've got, and it barely moves, but you keep pushing, every month, every year, until slowly it starts to spin, and eventually that flywheel is spinning on its own energy. That's wealth momentum. The people who reach 100,000 aren't smarter than you. They just didn't stop pushing when it felt like nothing was happening. This is the section I wish someone had given me a real talk about. Because here's the truth. The biggest threats to your wealth aren't the stock market or the economy. They're inside your own head. Lifestyle inflation is the #1 silent killer of wealth. Every time you earn more, there's pressure, social, psychological, internal, to spend more. Resist it. Bank raises. Live like you did before. Comparison culture. You open Instagram, someone your age is in Tulum. Someone else just bought a BMW. You feel behind. But here's what you don't see. The credit card debt funding that vacation. The car payment eating $700 a month. Social media is a highlight reel, not a financial statement. Don't compete with an illusion. The subscription creep. Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, gym memberships, app subscriptions, meal kits. They're each individually small. Together, they can quietly drain $300 to $400 a month you didn't even realize was leaving your account. Analysis paralysis. This one costs people years. They spend months researching the perfect investment and end up doing nothing. Meanwhile, time keeps moving. A good investment started today beats a perfect investment started never. Emotional spending. Stressed? Buy something. Bored? Buy something. Celebrating? Buy something. Our brains are wired to use spending as an emotional release. Recognize it, name it, find a different outlet. And the big one? The car payment trap. Nothing destroys wealth-building momentum in your 20s faster than a $500 a month car payment on a depreciating asset. Transportation is a cost. A $35,000 car doesn't make you wealthier. It makes the dealership wealthier. You know what the media loves to show you about wealthy people? The houses, the cars, the vacations. You know what they never show you? The Saturday mornings spent reading instead of scrolling. The hours spent learning a new skill instead of watching another season of something. The quiet consistency of someone who makes the same boring, smart decision month after month for years. Wealthy people think in decades. Most people think in days. They invest in their health because poor health is expensive in ways that go beyond medical bills. It costs energy, clarity, and time. They protect their time ruthlessly. They say no to things that don't move them forward. They choose their social circle carefully because the people around you directly shape what you believe is normal. And they read, not self-help fluff, actual books on investing, psychology, business, and history, because knowledge compounds just like money does. None of this is glamorous. None of it is going to get likes on Instagram, but it's what actually works. All right, let's bring it all together. This is your blueprint. Simple, powerful, repeatable. Earn more. Obsessively develop skills that have market value. Ask for raises. Build income streams. Spend less than you earn. Not sometimes, always. The gap between what you earn and what you spend is where wealth is born. Invest consistently. Start now, even if it's small. Use tax-advantaged accounts first. Roth IRA, 401k, low-cost index funds have historically been the most reliable path for long-term investors. Do your own research and invest according to your own situation. Increase your skills. The market rewards people who can solve harder problems. Never stop growing. Ignore the noise. The economy will have downturns. Markets will have rough years. Politicians will say scary things. People around you will panic. Stay the course. Stay patient. Wealth isn't built in a quarter. It's built in a decade. Protect your health. You can't build anything meaningful if you're running on empty. Let time work. The greatest investors in history didn't win because they were the smartest people in the room. They won because they gave compound interest enough time to do its job. That's it. That's the whole blueprint. I want to leave you with something real. 10 years from now, you'll either look back and be grateful you started today, or you'll look back and wish you hadn't waited. There's no middle ground. Every month you delay is genuinely expensive, not in a scary way, in a real, mathematical, you can calculate it way. But here's what I actually believe. The fact that you're watching this video at this point in your life means you're already ahead of where most people will ever be. Most people never even ask the question. You did. Now the only thing left is to act on it. If this gave you even one real insight, one shift in how you see money and time, hit subscribe, because this channel exists for one reason, to give you the financial education you should have gotten years ago in a way you can actually use. Let's build something real.